The staff at Saginaw High School beam with pride when recalling Reggie Jones.
Surprisingly soft-spoken, very humble, but you could always see in him and feel in him that competitive drive that would always be there.
After taking favorite Flint Northern in track, the competition had some advice for Reggie's coach.
After that meet, I remember Coach Bedard came up and he says, "Don't screw up that kid." And because he figured that is exactly what I would do. But I had coached 16 years at track and bad X, and now this is my 4th or 5th year, 6th year at the high, so we're pretty well acclaimed.
Crowds would follow each meet as Saginaw watched their new star.
He was, just poetry, I guess. He was just incredible. The smoothness and the rhythm at which he would run, and it was almost effortless. So a lot of the guys would go out and see him and talk with him and watch him.
In the early 70s, Reggie Jones was the top premier sprinter in the state of Michigan. In the middle 70s, Reggie was one of the 2 premier sprinters in the United States of America.
After capturing MVP awards for 2 years in a row at the Herb Korf track meet, Reggie signed a full-ride scholarship with the University of Tennessee.
The world's top sprinters are aligned for the 100-yard dash. Among them, Tennessee's Reggie Jones.
At the NCAA finals in Texas, Reggie starts setting records. Reggie goes. And he's got a page of records at the University of Tennessee. So this was on TV. This meet was on TV, so I saw Reggie run. And they had an MVP vote in who wins the most valuable track man in the United States, Reggie Jones. And we were pleased.
Saginaw always thought no one in the world could ever beat Reggie. And Reggie also thought no one could beat him either.
None of this success seemed to go to Reggie's head, at least when he came back home.
They don't really come back full of fame because they return to their roots. And you almost go back to some of the same conversations that they had. And I always would, Coach Coles was a good friend of mine, and Reggie didn't start. And so he always thought he should have started playing basketball. And so they always would get a big chuckle off of that.
Jones, to be named the NCAA meet's outstanding performer by the track and field writers, adds 8 more points with a second-place finish in the 220.
An old football injury would eventually slow Jones down, and it came at a big price: Olympic trials.
After running several trials, what happened, his leg gave way. He was winning all the way along. The trial came along, and he was incapacitated, and that ended that career. But then, of course, as you know, he recovered, went back into Europe the next year, and beat the champ.
There was no doubt in my mind that recurring injury popped up at the wrong time, and that it was obvious that he would have won it. But he, I don't think, allowed that to bother him.